What's up, you guys? Hope everyone's doing good. So, it kind of seems to me like the RWA narrative is finally starting to get the attention it deserves. I'm starting to see a lot more stuff on crypto news, crypto influencers, people on X, YouTube talking about RWA coins and plays. And as some of you guys might know, I am holding some RWA coins. If you've seen my videos before, you know I'm super bullish on Axelar. So with that said, I just want to go over price action on some of the top RWA coins right now. So here I've got 4 RWA coins that are pretty top tier. We got AVAX, Chainlink, Ondo, and Axelar. I'm gonna put them all onto a 2-hour time frame just for a little consistency. And I'm not even gonna get too much into charting. I just want to go over the current range we're in right here. So literally just this point from pretty much the beginning of February, like February 1, 2, around there, you can get a clear sense of the relative strength of each of these coins just by looking at what it's doing in this range. Now, if something stands out to you guys right here, pause the video and let me know in the comments what you think it is. If your guess was something about Axelar doing some major price moves, you'd be right. So out of everything here, we can see that Ondo is towards the lower end of the range. We've got Link pretty much sitting right in the middle of the range as of now. AVAX pretty much doing the exact same thing. But Axelar did something a little different, right? Like we see Ondo over here went all the way down, tested range lows, and now it's climbing back up slowly. Link did the same thing, went back down, tested the range lows, climbing back up slowly. AVAX, same thing. A lot of other coins I know have been doing the same thing too. Like Superverse went down, tested range lows. Solana went all the way down. Here, I'll even pull it up. Like, look at that. Solana went all the way down, broke range lows, and now it's kind of starting to climb back up, right? And like I've said before in some of my videos, one of the best ways to track a coin's strength is by seeing how it bounces back from like major sell-offs or capitulation events, which we just had at the beginning of February, right? So AVAX, for example, went all the way down, and now it's kind of just testing about the mid-range of this range that we're in right here from the beginning of February to now. But Axelar, it's not like it's a V-shaped recovery back or anything, but it didn't go all the way down to test range lows. It's just been climbing up, and that shows that it's got some massive strength behind it. Pretty much when everything else tested range lows, Ondo's down here, you can see that this is what Axelar did. It barely broke the mid-range of this little range right here, right? We had the high, the low. This came down and pretty much tested 50%. And started ripping. And this is what I like to look for, because retracements are cool. They're often necessary for the chart. They're often necessary for market makers to get their prices in and everything. But coins with strength like this don't often come down and retest their trend lines. They just keep ripping. And like I've said before too, tokenomics wise, Axelar is kind of my favorite in this whole area. You know, full disclosure, I'm not the most familiar with every coin on this list, right? There might be some better gems down here in the lower market cap area. I don't know. Like always, these are just my thoughts, right? Axelar is personally one of my favorite risk to reward plays in this narrative. I love the tokenomics. $468 million market cap, 600 million FDV as I'm making this video. When you compare that to something like Ondo with almost 4 billion and 12 billion in FDV, Avalanche sitting at 10 billion, $18 billion FDV, and Chainlink, right? 12 billion and 18.9 billion FDV. So obviously your own investments and trades depend on your own risk tolerance, budget, what you're expecting, all of that, right? My whole criteria for me claiming Axelar is probably one of the best RWA plays, in my opinion. Like, look at those tokenomics. That chart, to me, is looking sexy as hell. In terms of evaluating this chart step by step as we go along, if we can just kind of come up here, close above this whole 0.58 area, kind of set this as a support. Obviously these are just really vague guesses, right? We can just we can range it out down here, we can come back down, pick up some liquidity, but the whole point is we want to come all the way back up here and get this whole 0.58 area, hit that as support. That's our next step up. So if you guys are playing this is something you guys want to watch for. Once the market structure does end up in this area up here, if I see us starting to build up some support around this whole 0.58 area, 0.56 around here, I am going heavy long. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to get into the RWA plays. As always, no financial advice. These are just my thoughts and reactions to what's currently going on in the market. If you guys have any thoughts, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.